live. What is it?
Channel 12 is here too.
Oh, it's probably for the Friday Night Blitz thing.
Yeah. So I was like, why the hell are they here? But I'm like, nice to see you guys. Yeah. I'm gonna have you guys instead. You know, a lot better. I watch all you guys' games on YouTube anyway, so.
Oh, the Blue Raider Studios.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dighton-Rehoboth High School for tonight's matchup, featuring the visiting Raiders of Somerset Berkley and your DR Falcons. On behalf of the administrative staff and students here at Dighton-Rehoboth, we would like to welcome Somerset Berkley to this contest. This contest is conducted in accordance with the rules and regulations of the MIAA and South Coast Conference. We would like to take this opportunity to inform you that the game officials are responsible for administering the rules of the game. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important responsibility. These athletes are friendly rivals, yet members of opposing teams. Their participation reflects the essence of interscholastic athletics, that is to play hard but fair. We trust that you will feel welcome as a guest here at Dighton-Rehoboth, and encourage you to demonstrate good sportsmanship, no matter what your feelings of loyalty may be towards one team or
might be
the
a little
other.
bit wrong with the down and distance part,
And
but
now,
other than that,
for the starting lineup for the
like some of these numbers I can't see the numbers, so
Hey, you know what? At
Number
Somerset,
2, Liam Ian.
nobody
Number 8,
ever does it.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Nobody updates it.
yeah, I'm like,
Number 13,
I try to update it, but
Number
not like.
14, Brendan McDonald. Number 1, Finn Bjork. Number 32, Shane Delaney. Number 42,
Last year I was
Drew
working
Dean. Number 50,
on your,
Jaden Medeiros.
I was at you guys'
Number
school
70,
on
Kyle
last year,
Hamblett.
but this year they
Number
were supposed to be
71,
Who were they
good.
playing when you went?
Tersted.
Ah.
And number 75,
I think it was this team at Dighton, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I was there. I don't think I was there for that
No,
one.
no.
And here comes the Falcon. Here's tonight's starting lineup. Number 5, Ultra Benefito. Number 9, Kenzie Jason. Number 10, Gavin Scalera. Number 11, Kevin Simmons. Number 21, Sean Boyd. Number 51, Lucas Laterno. Number 55, Xavier Landry. Number 57, Damian Landry. Number 77, Titan Rossi. Number 83, Matthew Mendoza. Number 87, Fletcher O'Connor.
What happened last time? Like I used to go by his voice, and he tells me, "Okay, first and 10, and the ball's on the 49
Yeah.
or whatever." But if you say it too, I will.
Hey, I gotta do play-by-play and update this scoreboard too.
Oh, so never mind. Last team.
I tried getting help. Nobody wanted to help.
Yeah, I know.
We never do starting lineups.
No?
No.
Well, no, I think he did kind of line, but not really good. No, we point toss, bro.
Brian, you're gonna have to cut this all out because I'm talking in the
I'm
background.
sorry about that. I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. No, you're good.
Hey, you guys need help. I'll give you the best. You guys know what's going on, but.
I do have an extra mic in the camera bag too.
Oh, hey, might as well. I'll take it.
Finn's wearing number 1 tonight.
I'll put it on the turn.
And now I direct your
Who's wearing
attention to
22?
midfield, where we will have tonight's flip of the coin.
Yeah, as soon as they say rise for the anthem, I'll shut up and then
Okay.
we'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
55, 11, 10.
So is he doing PA from down there tonight?
I believe so.
Oh
I guess
my
mine phone's
God.
not working.
Oh.
That's why it's not working for him. He usually right here. I was here last week, so that's why I knew.
We got nobody joining in. That's very sad.
I just shared it to some Somerset groups.
Yeah.
Share it out. Say you're doing scoreboard for this.
Oh, might as well. I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do more.
We need people. I need money.
Oh, sure, to do.
Let's see. Alright, there's the coin.
Who is it?
Yeah, maybe Darren will watch it. Okay, Somerset won the toss. Somerset deferred. Okay.
Yeah. So they will receive, yeah. Then will receive. Yeah, wait, we'll kick it off.
And Dighton-Rehoboth will defer to the second half.
Wrong.
No. That's what happened. I like when they do that all the time. I always see it all the time. I'm
Yes.
like, oh, this is when this is
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that if you are able to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, everyone, here we go from the campus of Dighton-Rehoboth Regional High School. We welcome you to tonight's coverage of Somerset Berkley football. And tonight it is South Coast Conference action as the 4-2 Somerset Berkley Raiders get set to take on the 0-5 Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons. And good evening to everybody watching. If you're watching on our YouTube audio live stream, we do thank you. I'm Keegan Hamblett on commentary. If you're watching on our Somerset Access TV channel 98 or our Blue Raider studios at Somerset Berkley Regional High School, thank you for tuning in as well. And for those TV and YouTube feeds, Brian Bonas is the man running our camera tonight. Somerset Berkley is wearing their white uniforms this evening. Dighton-Rehoboth in green with the gold numbering. And Somerset Berkley actually won the coin toss, but they have deferred for the second half. Now DR will be on the receiving end going left to right. And Somerset Berkley going right to left. Out there to kick it off for the Raiders is Keegan DeSantos. Keegan DeSantos, one of 14 football seniors that was honored last week in the game against Old Rochester. And everybody's set. Just waiting for DeSantos to check everybody on the line. He's ready to kick off. We are underway from Dighton. Kickoff is going to be fielded at about the 17-yard line. This is Evan Tibbert running on the right side. Nearly tripped up, still staying on his feet. Gavin Gooch and others will bring him down at about the 26-yard line. I'll bring out the Falcon offense. Now, we had a couple quarterbacks warming up earlier today. Christian Bylowski is going to be the man getting the start. Bylowski, 5'11" sophomore, also plays as defensive back. We saw him in warm-ups. He has a cannon for an arm. He also likes to do that laser throw over the middle. Let's see here. 1st and 10 for Dighton-Rehoboth at their own 26-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and nothing going there. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. And they will officially mark it as a gain of 2. The ball will be marked at the 29-yard line for a 2nd down and 8. And if you're listening, you may notice in the opening minutes or so, we may or may not hear a PA voice tonight as they are having some wiring issues. Bylowski is going to throw to the left side. That's complete. Cooper Benfito on the catch and run. And DeSantos with the tackle after a gain of another 3. 3rd down and 5 coming up. DeSantos in there looked like with Shane Delaney on the tackle. Bylowski has the play. They get back on the line. Here we go. 3rd and a long 5. Let's see what Coach Goosey decides to draw up. Bylowski going to throw short. That's complete. No forward progress, though. As it looked like DeSantos was in there yet again on the stop. And here comes the punting unit. And that was Kensley Mason on the reception. Brendan McDonald is back at about his own 45-yard line to return this punt potentially. We got motion everywhere on the DR side. Richard Hardman was the man. We have a flag down as the punt goes away. Takes a bounce and will be handled at the Raider 48-yard line. Now let's check the flag. Our scoreboard operator thinks it's a false start. Might be a legal motion because you had 2 guys going to the side.
False start.
And the flag was against DR. They'll decline the penalty, and Somerset Berkley will take over. .9:24 to go in the opening quarter. DR went 3 and out. 1st and 10 for this Raiders offense that exploded for 35 points at home last week against Old Rochester. First play is going to be a quarterback keeper from McDonald. McDonald going down the side. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. First play right away. Touchdown, Raiders. 52 yards from Brendan McDonald. And that's the start that Somerset Berkley wanted on the road to get that road lead early on. And they'll bring out Kevin DeSantos to kick the extra point. It's Brody Phillips, the junior, to hold it. There's the snap from Medeiros. Ball is down. Kick is up. He drilled it right through the uprights. So the score with 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the opening quarter is Somerset Berkley 7 and Dighton-Rehoboth 0. Well, it looks like the choice to defer for Somerset Berkley is paying off in the opening 3 or so minutes. And if you're watching on our video feeds, we do have some number changes out there. Finn Bjork has been wearing 22 for the past few weeks. He is number 1 tonight. And Kyle Hamblett, usually wearing number 70 at home. Games on the road, he's wearing number 69. DeSantos right back out there to kick this one off. We'll see if DR can answer. And here comes the kick. Line driver that is going to fall at about the 5-yard line. It's bobbled. He's got to pick it back up. Here comes the return to the outside on the right. Past the 15, past the 20. Van Kirk trying to get in there. He can't. And eventually taken down by Jason Poissant. Again at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for DR. Well, that's been one of the weak spots for Somerset Berkley this season, handling the returns and that secondary on the passing plays. Looked like Aiden Lambert was in there on the stop as well. And we actually never had a chance to meet the head coaches of both sides. We'll do that right now. Nick Freitas, 16th season, 106 career wins. Kevin Guzzi in his 4th season with DR, class of 92 here. Former running back and linebacker for the program as kid. Kevin Guzzi Jr. might remember him, had the pick 6 to end the second quarter on Thanksgiving against Seekonk last year as the first play is a run. Goes for maybe a gain of 1 or 2, looks like a gain of 2. Same exact sequence we saw on DR's opening drive. So the ball will be marked at the 28-yard line. From Bylowski, we've seen the pass attempts that he's had. Both of them have been complete, but they've been really short check down passes on the left side. 2nd and 8. Benfito lined up as the running back on the left side. 2 wide receivers left, 1 tight end on the right. Bylowski is going to throw it to the left side, complete by Benfito. Benfito's got a 1st down and more. Seth Mello has the edge to make a tackle. Liam Meehan comes in to make the stop, but there is a flag on the play. So let's see what that is first. But as it stands right now, it is a 32-yard gain. And it's a block in the back call against Dighton-Rehoboth, so scratch that big play. The ball will be backed up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and they'll replay 2nd down. It's not going to be that big of a loss. That happened a few yards downfield. So it's 2nd down and 12. Again, anybody that is watching on our live stream, feel free to leave a chat in the chat box. Only 1 person so far, so you get the only shout out of the night, whoever you are. But if you lead a chat, maybe I can mention your name because I can't see it on my end. 2nd and 12 from the 24. Bylowski rolling right. He's going to throw it to the right side, and it's dropped as Evan Tibbert tried to make the catch. Brendan McDonald was coming over to make the tackle defensively. Might have been good that Tibbert dropped it because it would have been for a loss. 3rd down and 12. Ball is still marked at the 24, left hash mark. Bylowski has the plays, coming back out. It's Mello, McDonald, and Crook. Yes, the corners and safety got to watch out. Again, we mentioned it's a secondary that has struggled, mainly with Finn Crook this season. Bylowski getting pressured, has to throw it, and it's incomplete. Looking for Tibbert again. Paul Castingway was there defensively. And here comes the punting unit again. Well, you knew coming in that Somerset was going to have the great advantage, and DR this year actually has co-opted with the Bristol Agricultural High School about 10 minutes down the road. So he kind of figured, hey, this might bring in new players that we haven't seen yet, that DR maybe hasn't faced yet. But unfortunately for Coach Guzzi, it has not turned out. An 0-5 mark on the season. Kensley Mason is out there to punt it away. McDonald set at the Raider 44 to potentially return it again. Watch out here, that punt's blocked. Picked up at the 10-yard line. Ball is still loose. Who's going to get it? And Somerset Berkley has it. Inside the 10 will set up a 1st and goal. Oh my goodness. You got everybody down there on the pile trying to figure out who got that ball. It looks like either Hayden Teasdale or Paul Castingway came up with that. I think it's Teasdale. Everybody on the team celebrating with him. Boy, what a turn of events that is. Ball is marked on the 8. Great starting position here for the Raiders. Looking to try and double the lead here in Dighton early on in the first quarter. McDonald in shotgun formation. Liam Meehan will get the motion. The handoff goes to Meehan. Meehan trying to cut to the right side. To about the 6. He broke a tackle from Tibbert. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 8-yard run from Liam Meehan. Here comes the extra point attempt from Keegan DeSantos again. Phillips once again to hold. DR's going to be bringing in a lot of pressure. Somebody did get through. The kick attempt from DeSantos, however, is good. That was Maddox Mendoza that was breaking free to potentially try and block that extra point. In front down there. So the score is now 14-0 with 7:15 to go in the opening quarter, and somebody actually just came up here saying the PA mic is not working. And you know what, this is kind of a little bit of a tricky situation if you're trying to set up the PA mic. It's actually a plug-in, a little bit different than how we have it at Somerset Berkley. There's actually a music box that sets up the mic. There's a little outlet in there, and somebody is coming up to fix that PA mic. There we go. But I will say one thing that does bring extra energy here at Dighton-Rehoboth that Somerset Berkley does not have is when the Dighton-Rehoboth players come on out to the field, the band members and cheer team actually line up and the team runs together. Now Somerset Berkley, they do have their cheer team lined up, and they usually have DeSantos waving the flag. Little bit different here, though. Here comes the kickoff from DeSantos. Another one on the left side, bobbled at the 24-yard line. This is Mendoza trying to run it back on the right side, tripped up at about the 31.
Somebody's got to go underneath. I need somebody, anybody. Be anybody.
In fact, I can't. Let's get double for that pay.
So again, ball marked at the 31, 1st and 10 for Dighton-Rehoboth. Same guys staying out there, and again, this might turn into a game where both sides, we might see some second stringers come in, and it's not only good for the Somerset Berkley side where these guys come in to get more playoff experience. For the Dighton-Rehoboth side, though, it's, hey, you get to look and see who the future guys are for this program, because it is their senior night tonight. They're going to be honoring, it looks like about 15 or 16 football seniors just by looking at the posters down below. Hold on here. Here's the 1st and 10 play. It's Benfito up the middle. Liam Meehan in there to make the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. But yeah, it's always good to see who the future guys are going to be for the program on the DR side and for the Bristol Aggie community as well. And actually, it's going to go down as a gain of 1. There was a second effort in there from Cooper Benfito. Clock running to 6:40 to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Somerset Berkley. You're joining in on any of our feeds, we do thank you. I'm Keegan Hamblett on commentary. If you're watching on Tape Delay YouTube and Somerset Access TV, Brian Moniz is on camera. 2nd down and 9 from the 32. 2 wide receivers out to the left, tight end on the right, running back lined up on the left. Motion man from Mason, and the pitch is going to go to Mason. It was nearly tipped down. Mason finding space on the left side, and Bjork, I think, wrapped him up and pushed him out of bounds after a gain of about another 2 or 3. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule of Somerset Berkley, their final regular season game on the road in 2 weeks against the Apponequet Lakers. And Dighton-Rehoboth going to be Old Rochester Bulldogs. That is next Friday night. And then they'll be on the road at Vogue to wrap up the regular season. But as always, the storied Thanksgiving matchup between the Falcons and the Seekonk Warriors. This time at Seekonk to round out the 2024 campaign. Here we go. 3rd down and 7. This time, 2 wide receivers on the right side. Benfito's going to throw it. It's incomplete again. This time it was intended for Cooper Benfito. It was Bylowski on the throw, so that's my mistake. And here comes the punting unit again. I mean, if you're Coach Guzzi, where does it start? How do you make a comeback? I mean, there's still plenty of time. It's only the first quarter, but it's got to start somewhere. And it can't be at the start of the 3rd because Somerset Berkley deferred the toss and they're getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Looks like our PA mic is working again, so that's good for the fans. Here's the punt from Mason. It's going to take a bounce at about the 42-yard line, and we'll stop and take a roll up to the Raider 40-yard line before Yasiel Rodriguez picks it up. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and here comes the Raider offense back out onto the field. And on that last play, the 3rd down play, was David Tavares, it looked like, coming in with the pressure on Christian Bylowski. So the ball is marked on the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Somerset Berkley. Their usual formation, McDonald and shotgun formation. Bjork lined up as the tight end. It is Crook and Meehan lined up as the running backs. Usually one guy gets the motion, and that's who it goes to. This time it's Crook with the motion. Option play. McDonald going on the left side. 1st down and more, running down the left side at the 30. Nearly tripped up, and he will be at the 26-yard line. That is Damian Landry on the stop for Dighton-Rehoboth, but another big gain there for Brendan McDonald. We'll mark it as a gain of 35 yards.
Ball's placed on the 26-yard line.
That yardage total, especially on keepers from McDonald, racking up. We've seen a lot of keepers this year from the senior quarterback. 1st-year starter, too, for Somerset Berkley, replacing Derek Balico from last season. First and 10 from the Falcon 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Same guys out there.
Ball's on the Falcon 26-yard line.
McDonald going to hand it off to Liam Meehan on the right side. Meehan spins away, and he's going to be taken down, maybe for a loss of 1. Good tackle in there by 2 or 3 Falcons players.
Brings up 2nd and long.
And it does go down as a loss of 2 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd down and 12. First good defensive play there for Dighton-Rehoboth, so that does look like a good spark on the defensive side for Coach Guzzi. Let's see what happens here from the 28-yard line. Same formation again. McDonald in shotgun formation. Liam Meehan gets the carry. It's a double pitch play. Up the middle, it's Finn Crook. Finn Crook goes forward to the 23-yard line. And that is Fletcher O'Connor in on the stop. Good gain there by Finn Crook.
Bring up third down.
So, yeah, it'll be like it's 25. It's about 3rd and 7.
It'll be 3rd and 7. Ball's on the Falcons' 22-yard line.
3rd and 7 here for Somerset Berkley. The first third down that they've had to face tonight. McDonald is going to hand it off to Liam Meehan. Liam Meehan going on the right side. Meehan is past the 20, and he is going to be very close to a first down. And he's short. It's a 4th down and 1 coming up. Boy, how about that?
6-yard gain on the play brings up 4th and 1 for Somerset Berkley.
We'll see what Coach Freitas goes towards for his bag of tricks.
16-yard line.
Ball marked on the 17. McDonald in the huddle. He's ready to break it out. 3:07 to go, first quarter. Early play of the game so far here for Somerset Berkley. Might be an even bigger play of the game potentially for Dighton-Rehoboth. Somerset Berkley has been mid on 4th down conversion attempts so far. Let's see what they run here. It is McDonald going to Finn Crook. Finn Crook is wrapped up. He's short. It's a turnover on downs. Oh, how about that? That is Kensley Mason on the stop, and Dighton-Rehoboth will take over.
In their own territory with 2:50 remaining here in the first quarter.
Kensley Mason gets the stop, ended up tackling Crook for a loss of 3 on the play. So the ball will start at the Falcon 20-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Bylowski and his Falcon offense. They break out right away off the huddle. Bylowski in shotgun formation, 2 out wide on the right, 2 motion men. We have a flag on the play, that Bylowski on the handoff. And maybe a gain of 3 on the play. Let's check the flag.
It's going to be a false start against the Falcons.
And it's actually an illegal shift call against Dighton-Rehoboth.
Well, the head had indicated false start initially.
Yeah. So I'm like,
It's okay.
I mean, hey, you
False
never
start.
know what the signals
You
are,
never
right?
know
Because
what
false
the
start,
signals
illegal
are.
formation, they're like the same thing out there. All right, we're going to redo first down. This time it's 1st and 15 from the Falcon 15-yard line. A little bit of a different setup. This time 2 wide receivers out on the left side. And Bylowski is going to hand it off to Kensley Mason. Mason going up the middle. Dion is in there to lead the tackle. And it's going to be a gain of 2 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 13.
Second and probably about 13 at that point, give or take.
2nd down, just about 13 to go for the Falcons. Ball's on their own 17-yard line with 1:45 left here to play in the first quarter.
There we go out of the huddle, 2nd down and 13. This time McDonald is going to play as the right corner, and Seth Mello will act as the safety. 2nd and 13. Here comes a motion man, and Bylowski is going to fake it to Tibbert. Bylowski looking to go deep down the field on the left side. McDonald goes up, and did he intercept it? No, it's incomplete. I thought it was actually caught. That was a good ball, though, it looked like, from Christian Bylowski. We'll see after everybody gets back to the line. I know it wasn't Tibbert down the field who they were trying to get it to, and actually I think it was Kensley Mason or Yasiel Rodriguez that they tried throwing it deep to. Big 3rd down and 13. DR has had to punt it away 3 times already, and one of them has been blocked.
3rd down.
3rd down and 13, 1:16 to go in the first quarter. Ilowski fakes the handoff, now looking to go to the right side. That's complete to Benfito, and Keegan DeSantos in there for the stop for Somerset Berkley. Good play design to look like to go over to the sophomore Cooper Benfito, but Keegan DeSantos, the senior, right away makes the stop. And it's no gain on the play. They'll bring out the punting unit again.
Oh, 30. Oh, the first half was 30. 32. Yeah, in the third.
And here comes the punt.
Yeah.
Actually getting ready to do the punt, Kensley Mason. McDonald back again to potentially return it. A little bit of a wide snap. The punt goes away, and it's going to take a bounce at the 50-yard line. McDonald going to let it go, and it's actually going to take a favorable roll as Fletcher O'Connor lets it go to about the 43-yard line.
On the Somerset Berkley 44-yard line, 22 seconds remain here in the first quarter.
So you can mark it down as 39 yards on the punt from Kensley Mason, the junior. Also plays as defensive back. He's actually out there right now on the DR defensive unit. The ball is marked at the Raider 44-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Maybe one play before the end of the quarter. We know Somerset Berkley with that heavy run and pitch offense. I don't expect an incomplete pass or somebody to go out of bounds. Let's see what Freitas draws up here. 1st and 10. McDonald's going to roll right. McDonald might keep it himself. McDonald is going to get tackled after a gain of about 3 or 4. Titan Grassi is in there on the tackle.
Bring up 2nd down.
And the clock is at 5 seconds. It's going to run all the way down. That is how the first quarter will end. Well, it's everything you've wanted if you're a Somerset Berkley fan, but if you're a DR fan, hey, still very early on, plenty of time to make up for some of the mistakes. 14-0 Somerset Berkley at the end of 1. We're going to take a short break on our tape delay feeds. We'll be right back in a second. Nobody watching. Nobody.
I'm trying not to talk too loud because I don't.
Oh, you're fine.
Disturb you, you know?
Well, it sounds good though. It sounds good. I hear more to do.
That's good. And I'm trying to let the speakers do the work because usually I tell them to turn the speakers down. I use my voice, but tonight I'm like, turn the speakers up a little bit. I'm going to hold the mic a little away and I'll talk a little quieter.
Yeah, this is like a One Direction mic.
Yeah,
so.
it is. That's okay though.
I'm trying to say who had the run, who had the tackle to make your
I'll
job
tell you,
easier
yeah,
for you.
and I'll tell you what, our numbers and this lighting is terrible, and our numbers are really tough to read.
Yes.
They are very, very tough to read, which is why I typically don't call the numbers, because between trying to figure out what's going on in the field and then trying to get the kid, I'm like, nope.
All right, here we go out of the break. Second quarter about to begin. We'll switch sides. Somerset Berkley going left to right. 2nd down and 6 play here for the Raiders offense. It is McDonald keeping it himself. Brendan McDonald finding space. He might be gone again. Brendan McDonald having night. Touchdown, Raiders.
For Somerset Berkley.
Brendan McDonald right now is up for your player of the game, folks. That's his second big rushing touchdown. He also had a 35-yard run earlier. He's up to, I'd say now 140, 150 rushing yards just in the opening 12 minutes and 9 seconds.
Somebody said in the audience, go, okay, it's going to be a close game.
Dighton-Rehoboth has had a lot of trouble with that play over the last couple of weeks, trying to stop that.
And here's Keegan DeSantos to kick the extra point. Snap is, oh, that's a line drive kick. Holy crap, he got it all the way to the end of the walking track.
21, Falcons 0, 11:51 remains.
So that does bring the score now to 21-0. But right now everybody's having a good time, and the people near the track, they're not even watching the game, but they got, looks like little football scrimmages going on right on the track. I guess that's where they use the long jump field for, right?
This trend continues. You could very well see a running clock, because if Somerset Berkley can get to
40 points, right?
30 points
40 in the
first
third,
half,
30 in the fourth.
and I think it's 30 in the first half, you'll see a running clock
Yeah.
from there on out. So it's trending that way right now.
It's 42 in the third, 32 in the fourth.
32, all right.
Well, the first half, maybe too. Yeah. It
Could be in the first half. Somerset Berkley's running game is just spot on tonight.
I know. We got to get you in on here as an analyst. You'd be perfect.
I watched a lot of football, done it for a long time, so.
All right, here we go out of the break. Keegan DeSantos out there to kick it off. Looks like Mason and Thibbert out there to return this one potentially. We've seen pretty much every single kickoff from Keegan DeSantos be a short one and be handled at the 15. That's where it's going to be handled this time. This is Evan Tibbert running it back, trying to cut towards the middle. Evan Tibbert with the good return. And he gets forward to about the 32 or 33. We have a fumble on the play. Somerset Berkley thinks they recovered it. I think they marked him down though, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. And Brody Cabral came up with it for Somerset Berkley. We don't have a signal yet though.
Wasn't he down? I don't know. One ref is saying Somerset.
And then Somerset Berkley ball. How about that? Brody Cabral, the junior, on the recovery. And I thought Evan Tibbert was down, but I
thought he was
guess
down
not.
too, but I guess not. Not tonight. Now the question becomes really is, how bad does Somerset Berkley make Dighton-Rehoboth pay for this mistake? That's the thing with high school football is, the kids come out and they learn the plays, but it's really how mistake-free can you play. And when you're playing a really good team like Somerset Berkley, every mistake can be deadly.
Well, they're not in as good of a field position as when they blocked the punt, but good at the 32-yard line. This is a 1st and 10. That is Liam Meehan on the carry, and Evan Tibbert and Xavier Landry in there on the stop, and we have a DR injury on the field. Let's take a break on our pre-recorded feeds. We'll be right back.
We should give him a nice little
Like it.
microphone too, probably.
Do you guys throw in like commercials and stuff?
No.
No.
Just little fades.
That's cool though. Who's the main running back for Somerset Berkley at this point? What's the
Probably
second
Liam
name?
Meehan, right? Number 5.
Is he the one who's probably got the most yards tonight? Is he like their main carrier?
Yeah, it's either him or just McDonald on the
I
keeper.
don't say, yeah, listen, no.
I always find it interesting because, when you have this much of a disparity
Yeah.
between the teams, as a coach, you're always thinking, when do you pull your player? Because the players want to play, but at the same time, if you
You
have
gotta
tougher
protect
games coming
yourself,
down
yeah.
the road, right? You got to make yourself last a little bit longer. So, I think
In the final game, that's going to decide home playoff game, or
Yeah,
even if they
see?
make the playoffs. They're a
So-
13 seed right now. You don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of on the bubble.
right. All right, plug me in.
I'll be too. Plug me in. I'll be
Here
the
we
I'll
go.
take over on that. You want to do this? I'll
He said
take
you
over.
wanna do this.
Hey, I do PA at Somerset. I know
I've been-
our guys. I don't
I've
know
been-
you guys,
I've
but
been looking for somebody to come up here and side saddle with me, and because I could really, you can do PA and that at the same time.
Yes.
You just need 2 microphones, right? One for that, and then one for the game.
I got one in
And
the back.
it's I've always wanted somebody here to do it, like one of the kids,
Like a
because we have a
spotter
really
almost?
good media department, and somebody do like spotting or something for me or whatever.
Yeah.
Just can't get it.
Oh, I'm going to mute this real quick so people. All right, we're back on our live stream as the senior Gavin Solera is being helped off the field. The athletic trainer for Dighton-Rehoboth helping him out is Ken O'Leary, and Somerset's own athletic trainer Susan Medeiros was out there as well. No gain on that last play. It's a 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 32. Again, anybody watching, we only got one viewer. Somebody leave a comment.
31-yard line.
And they just left. How about that? All right, 2nd and 10. This is McDonald handing it off to Finn Bjork. Bjork pushing forward to about the 29-yard line. And Evan Tibbert in there on the stop.
Is that gain of 1, 2, 3, 4? Looking at 4. Gain of 4. You think 3?
I think they'll get the right.
Looks like a gain of 3 on the play. Ball's marked at the 29-yard line. We'll set up 3rd down and 7.
We have 3rd and 7 for Somerset Berkley.
Another big 3rd down play here coming up for the Raiders, and it's important if you're Dighton-Rehoboth to potentially get a stop. You got to find a way to get some momentum back on your side. Well, let's see what they drop here. McDonald in shotgun formation. It's a handoff to Finn Bjork. Bjork going on the right side, past the 20. He's gone again. Touchdown, Raiders.
And touchdown, Somerset Berkley.
$29-yard touchdown from Finn Bjork.
So if it hits 32, then that's
32 is running the clock.
the rest of the time, unless somebody scores.
Yeah. So that's the official rule. It's a running clock. If it hits 32 and Dighton-Rehoboth doesn't put any points on the board, it'll be a running clock from there on out.
Well, this is to make it 28. Let's see. DeSantos out there for the extra point. And that's blocked and no good. That is the first miss from the Somerset Berkley extra point team. It was a good hold and a good kick. It was just blocked.
And the Falcons will reset to receive the ball. And it's coming up at halftime. It's our halftime show featuring our Falcon cheerleaders and your Dighton-Rehoboth marching band.
There's a big cheer in front from our DR fans. As they mentioned, the cheerleaders and marching band will be out there for a halftime performance. And they got a very big crew for both of those programs. Very good programs they have here at Dighton-Rehoboth. Still looks like the number 1 team's out there for a kickoff and return. And here we go with the kickoff from Keegan Dos Santos. Another line drive kick, and Tibbert is going to let it bounce. That's not going to go into the end zone. He's going to pick it up. Tibbert picks it up at the 6-yard line. Tibbert running on the left side, has some space. Tibbert breaking forward to about the 23-yard line. Eventually pushed out by James Darlington.
The helmet came off as he was tackled.
Yeah.
Slow to get up.
Tibbert is shaking up on the play, it looks like, but he's up on his own power, so that's good to see. Tibbert, one of the big leaders here for the DR football program, which, as we mentioned, they are actually co-oping this year with Bristol Aggie High School.
Where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Ball is marked on the 23-yard line, as you just heard. 1st and 10 for DR. Hey, you're not going to be sorry. You know? It's fine.
You know, people out there in TV land getting a double dose.
All 0 people are All right, 1st and 10 play. Let's see what they draw up here. Bylowski, that's a handoff up the middle to Cooper Benfito. And Benfito gets forward, looks like to about the 26-yard line. That's Aiden Lambert in on the tackle for Somerset Berkley.
To Joe? Okay. Yep.
And they're actually going to mark it as a gain of 4 on the play up to the 27-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Okay.
2nd down and 6. 2 receivers out wide to the right side. 2 running backs for Bylowski to work with. Bylowski is going to hand it off again. This is Mason running forward. Drew Dion in there to make the stop. He's up to about the 32-yard line. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and short.
About the 32-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and just about 1 for the Falcons.
How close can you be to a 1st down? Just about a yard away. Now, this will be an interesting play call because you've ran the ball 2 times already. Do you go quarterback keeper here? Maybe just do a quick handoff. Let's see. Guzzi's still talking with Christian Bylowski. He's got the play. 3rd and 1 coming up. Dighton-Rehoboth has not had a 1st down yet this evening. This could potentially be the first one. 2 out wide on the left side, and looks like Mason is the running back. I can't tell from here. It actually might be Benfito. That is a handoff play. Bjork is in there on the stop, and that's a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. That is a big killer there for Dighton-Rehoboth. And here comes the punting unit.
Big motivational killer.
Kinsley Mason out there to punt it yet again. Brendan McDonald back at about the 37, 38-yard line to return it. You got to watch out here. Seth Mello's got an edge on the right side if he can get up there. Finn Bjork coming in there as well to add some pressure. It's going to take a bounce at the 45, rolling to the side, and we'll let it roll to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Somerset Berkley.
1st and 10, Somerset Berkley with 7:28 remaining here in the half.
We'll mark it as a 38-yard punt for Kinsley Mason. .7:28 to go, 2nd quarter. 27-0 Somerset Berkley over Dighton-Rehoboth. If you're watching on any of our feeds, we do thank you for tuning in. And as most of the people know, I don't like the blowouts because it gets tough to find information that you want to talk about as the game goes on. 1st and 10. Meehan and Crook are lined up as the running backs. Delaney is the fullback. Crook gets the motion. Finn Crook gets the handoff. Finn Crook pushing forward and up to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play from Finn Crook. 2nd and 7.
3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 7.
It's actually going to be 2 on the play. My bad. There was one official marking it at the 36.
Oh yeah, they pulled it back. Yeah, it's on the 35.
The officials will spot the ball on the 35, so it's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 from the Raider 35-yard line. You could just see Bjork ready at that tight end spot. Biggest guy out there, 6'5" machine. Let's see if he gets involved in this play. This is going to be a handoff on the right side. Liam Meehan on the run. He'll get tackled by Yasiel Rodriguez.
7-yard line.
It's a gain of 3 on the play.
38.
3rd down and 5 coming up for the Raiders.
It'll be 3rd and 5. 6:15 remains here in the half.
We have not had a drop back passing play yet from the Raider offense. 3rd and 5. Let's see if it happens here. It's Meehan and Crook as the running backs. Crook's going to get the motion, and Brendan McDonald's going to keep it himself. McDonald is gone again. Brendan McDonald, touchdown number 4. What a game.
Another touchdown for Somerset Berkley.
One for the history books tonight. Brendan McDonald. 62-yard touchdown.
Wow, what a run. What a run.
The referee tells me, but I think it might be run the clock. I might be wrong. I think it's 30.
And they're going to try to the extra point.
I think we're going to see a running clock here now. So this becomes interesting now because, you know, with the score so lopsided, I think as a coach you really need to start to think about, you know, subbing out your guys where you've had a lot
Oh,
of
that extra
success.
point. He didn't. Oh, I thought he
It's
missed
good.
it. It's good. It barely sneaked in through that
34-0.
left upright. And I'll run the score to
But
34 to nothing.
you know, I think at this point, as a coach, you're going to start thinking about subbing out your players, right? Because, you know, you've kind of had your way with the other team for the night. The score is really out of hand at this point. And you got a long stretch down the road and you're playing for that first, you know, a higher seed where you're in like 13th now, you know, and you want that highest seed, which is probably going to come down to, you know, one of the last games that you play in the regular season. So getting you guys a little extra rest as much as they want to play, you know, is probably a good idea here and something you got to start thinking about.
Well, it's two things on the play. It's one you just mentioned, which is preserving these guys for later rounds, bigger matchups. But the second thing is, too, is, hey, you got these guys on the bench, maybe sophomores, juniors, or the seniors who don't play a lot. They're waiting for their chance.
Absolutely.
And come these bigger matchups, these guys will have that experience and be ready to go.
100%. And you know, they've had a lot of. Somerset Berkley has a really good run game. It's something that the Falcons have struggled with all year. You know, they've had some success against some other teams, but really good teams that can really run the ball. And it's a tough thing to stop at the high school level. You know, especially as a defensive player when you're at the high school level and you're going against a team that really runs the ball well. It's a tough thing to stop. We're seeing that here tonight. I don't see a reason why Somerset Berkley would start throwing the ball.
Oh, hold on. Here's a good return from Evan Thibber. That's a good play there for Dighton-Rehoboth. Gets out to about the 35-yard line. 20-yard return.
About the 38-yard line.
Actually, 23 yards on the return. How about that? And Tibbert's going to be
30. Where are they going to
one of
here?
several
36.
Falcons football players that are being honored tonight. Probably 15, 16 football players that'll be honored. The return goes up to the Falcon 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the boys in green. Mason in motion, going to the right side. Bylowski's going to roll right. Bylowski trying to go to the side, and Bjorka's going to push him out at about the 35. Might be a loss of 2 on the play. Oh, I tell you what, we got to get you in here for more of these broadcasts. Remind me of your name
Sure
again
thing.
so we can add you in the credit.
Sean Urban.
Sean Urban?
Yep. You know, it's funny. It's when I watch the Falcons, as I've watched them a lot this year. Their running backs are really good. They have a tough time running north to south, though. The Falcons are really good for the most part when they can run left and right and kind of sweep, almost like a jet sweep to the outside. It's running straight up and down the field where they seem to really struggle, that they kind of need to work on improving a little bit.
Well, when they've been trying to do those pass plays, they've been going to the left side, so that's what you just mentioned, trying to favor that left side. All right, it's a loss of 3 on that last run. 2nd down and 13 from the 34. Bylowski, this time rolling left. We have a flag on the play. Drew Dion missed the sack. Oh, there goes Bylowski. Bylowski, 1st down and more to the 40. Oh, you got to hope now this isn't an illegal motion or a block in the back or something against Dighton-Rehoboth, but that's going to be a huge killer if it is. Oh, boy. This is a huge... And you know what? That came out right away. Maybe this was a free play. Let's see what they motion.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's a false start against Dighton-Rehoboth. Wow.
That hurts. That hurts.
Well, the false start will back the ball up 5 yards, so we'll redo second down. It'll be second down and 18.
Except the false start should have, if it was a false start, they should have killed the play. Right? But that might have been illegal motion too.
Why is the both the same?
Who's that?
Clock is running towards 4 minutes to go in the second
Ball's
quarter.
placed on the Falcon 28-yard line. It's second and
As
long
more
for the
fans are
Falcons.
piling right in front of us, but always good to see the support. That's a
Handoff out to the near
handoff
side right.
on the left side. This is Benfito running the ball, and Benfito is tripped up, it looks like, by Drew Dion and Hamza Chaudhry on the play.
And Benfica will pick up a few yards, bring up third and long.
Let's see where they mark this ball. It's going to be right at the 35-yard line. That goes down as a gain of 5 or 6 on the play.
Yeah.
34-0 Somerset Berkley over Dighton-Rehoboth. And Somerset Berkley will receive the second half kickoff when we get there, but even more important, we got our senior ceremony and our halftime performance coming up. Shows more of the effort that other students not on the field have been putting in. Bylowski going deep down the field, has got a man in Mason. Hensley Mason past the 30, the 20, the 10, Tiptoe on the side. Touchdown, Falcons. 65-yard touchdown, and DR's on the board.
And the pass and catch from Bylowski to Macian for the 65-yard touchdown puts the Falcons on the board with 6 points and 2:47 remaining here in the half.
That's something to get
Big
you jump
spark
started.
there, a huge spark.
Yeah, when you've been playing from behind all game, that's something to really get you going. Hopefully they'll draw off this motivation here now. You know, start making some plays. Mistake free. That's what you need at this point. Mistake free in the second half.
Now, hold on, what do we got here?
Oh, the band.
They're telling the marching band to stop playing. Oh, you don't see that all too often.
Oh, that happened last time.
It happens a lot here because the band plays a lot. So, one of the few marching bands that makes noise and is a distraction, and they shut us down.
Extra point attempt is no good.
The extra point is
Oh
good.
boy. But either way, DR is on the board. The score is 34-6, and out there kicking that extra point was Caleb Bronston.
This was not afraid to throw a flag.
Bronston, a freshman on the DR side.
Yeah, this ref will see.
The kicking game, the extra point game, the Falcons have had a terrible struggle with this year. Just getting it through the uprights. It's either been really short or it'll go wide right a lot of the time. So they have a young kicker though. So hopefully, going forward, he gets a little more confidence because, that those points can kill you at the end of the game, especially if the Falcons get on a roll here in the second half and now it becomes close. 1 or 2 points at the end of the game could be a difference.
Yeah, and you mentioned young guy, only a freshman. There's still 3 years to develop for the kid. Bronson also plays running back and linebacker on the team. Shorter guy, 5'6", but you'll take heart over height any day of the week.
Falcons are set to kick the ball away.
And here comes the kickoff. Here's the kick from Cameron Diaz-Tavares. And that's bobbled by Finn Bjork, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
On the 28-yard line, where Somerset Berkley will take over in their own territory. 2:45 left here in the first half.
Cameron Diaz-Tavares, one of the other seniors on the team. I believe he's related to David Diaz-Tavares, who used to play here for the program. Yeah, probably brothers. Always good to see the family connections that we see on the football field. And going back last year, that might have been extra chemistry you could have had on the field, made some
Absolutely.
connections.
Yep.
Yeah, kick out of bounds.
And it's going to be a kickoff out of bounds, which is usually marked at the 35-yard line. And that's where it said both sides are ready offensively and defensively. And hey, we got 3 viewers on the live stream, so thank you for tuning in. And again, if you want to leave a comment, feel free. We might give you a shout out.
Where's this live stream? Look, you did Yep. Yep. Yep.
And they're clarifying that a bobble that goes out of bounds is a kick out of bounds. Yeah.
Because the player doesn't maintain possession of the ball. So that's what happened there.
So good clarification there from our head referee. 1st and 10. This is a handoff to Aiden Griffin. Griffin pushing forward past the 40. Oh, look at the push there from Aiden Griffin. Gain of 12 on the play. Huge cheer from the Raiders student section.
The extra push.
And Griffin, actually, the last week against Old Rochester, that was his first real action he saw. He had 6 carries for 46 yards in that game against OR. Mark it as about a 12 or 13-yard gain, 12 and a half. Balls marked right in the middle, just past the Raider 47-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2:20 to go in the opening half. This time the motion comes on the left side. Another handoff to Liam Meehan. Liam Meehan breaking free. Hold on, there's a flag on the play. Liam Meehan is going to go all the way, tiptoeing for a touchdown, but let's check the flag. Hold on a second. This one also came out early, and it's a hold against Somerset Berkley. That'll negate the touchdown. And that flag, I believe, was against Finn Bjork.
Holding against.
And boy, if you're DR, you just caught a break.
All right, so where are we going? Yep. We're going back.
And the penalty is actually 10 yards from where the spot of the foul was. It'll be 1st down and 14 from the 43.
2:03 remains here in the half.
Clock winds under 2 minutes. No 2-minute timeouts at the high school level. 1st down play. Oh, what do we got here? We got another flag
Flag
thrown.
on the play.
It's going to be a false start. They stopped it instantly. No offside.
And it might be encroachment against DR. That's what the
what I
signal
think
was.
Yep. Oh.
And it's actually against Somerset Berkley. You don't see
Berkley for encroachment.
encroachment called on the offense all too often.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah.
And he was
Yep.
lined up in the neutral
Right.
zone. That's why they called it.
So that'll push him back.
So the ball will be marked at the 37-yard line. 1st down and forever.
1st and 20 now, right?
I think officially, yeah, 1st and 20.
20.
So after the penalty brings up 1st and 20 for Somerset Berkley. Ball's on the Somerset Berkley 37-yard line.
Griffin and Meehan are lined up as the running backs. Griffin's going to get the motion behind McDonald. Bobbled snap. McDonald's going to hand it off to Meehan. Meehan breaks 1 tackle, past the 50, and eventually taken down at about the 47-yard line. Good run there for Meehan. Evan Tibbert in there on the tackle.
Wow. Huge gain there. That was a massive
That'll
run.
bring up 2nd down and about 5 or 6.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2nd and 5.
A minute 15 left to go in the opening half.
Ball's on the Falcon 48-yard line.
Raiders have possession at the Falcon 48-yard line. 2nd and 5, a minute 3 to go. Griffin's going to get the motion. Griffin's going to receive the handoff. Aiden Griffin pushing forward, trying to get another big push in there. Not going to happen that time, but it is a gain of another 2 on the play. And we'll bring up 3rd down. And it looks like both the Landrys, Xavier and Damien, in there on the stop.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3rd and 3.
35 seconds to go. It doesn't look like Freitas is in any hurry to use a timeout, or not. Just gonna probably do 1 or 2 more plays, take this clock all the way to halftime. That's a handoff play to Drew Dion. Dion lunging forward as Cooper Benfito makes the tackle. Also in there is Lucas Latorno, and it is enough for a 1st down. And the clock stops as they have to move the chains for a 1st down. Clock will run now, 6 seconds to go. Freitas just talking with McDonald. That is going to be how this 2nd quarter and 1st half ends. Well, it didn't look good against Old Rochester last week, but it looks 10 times better this week against Dighton-Rehoboth. 34-6, the halftime score. Somerset Berkley over Dighton-Rehoboth. We'll do our halftime performance and our senior ceremonies, and we will be back with our coverage as soon as the 3rd quarter is ready to get set to kick off. Don't go anywhere.
No, I think you're just going to go. You're just going to go. You guys have senior ceremonies going on? Or?
I think we already had ours.
We had ours last week.
Oh,
ours is done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I saw the posters, so.
But we have a pretty good halftime show. Our cheerleaders pretty good, so I think you guys will be in for a treat. Hope so. We've been working really hard with the marching band this year.
How do you spell your last name so I can put it?
U-R-B-A-N, and the first name is Sean, S-H-A-W-N. Thanks.
A-W. I never get any help with the games.
Really?
So.
Oh, I love it.
When I'm doing the PA, like, somebody will cover the home games. But
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
I go on the road,
Yeah.
nobody wants to do it.
Nobody wants to do it.
Nobody wants to.
Good. Good.
Oh, they have a football player in the band here too. That's cool.
Yeah, we got a couple of cheerleaders too. Good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your Falcon cheerleaders.
I'll be right back.
Is it bad?
No, I'm just not.
Oh, yeah.
I literally heard it and you're saying, I'm like, wait,
Hold on. Yeah, that's me. I'm the voice. These girls do a fantastic job.
Oh, yeah. They're really good. They're really good.
Your Falcon cheerleaders. now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all music lovers alike, get ready to be swept off your feet as the DR Marching Band takes the field for an unforgettable halftime performance. Tonight, they are thrilled to present a tribute to two of the most iconic artists in music history, Billy Joel and Sir Elton John. With a blend of high-energy rhythms, soaring melodies, and timeless classics, our band is set to transport you through a musical-filled journey with hits that have defined generations. From Elton John's glamorous pinball wizard to Billy Joel's soulful piano man, prepare to be dazzled by a show that captures the essence of rock and pop royalty. So sit back, relax, sing along, and let the DR Marching Band take you on a spectacular ride through the magic of Billy Joel and Sir Elton John. Make this the halftime show to remember. Drum major, is your band ready? You may take the field.
There are moments in a rock star's life that define who he is. Where there was darkness, there is now you. And it's going to be a wild ride.
look good?
Yeah, yeah. So,
He's
like,
still like rail thin and like all, yeah. Oh yeah, of course. He always was.
yeah, always. Even before
Like-
he was.
My heart beats along with the
Yeah.
car. You feel like it, right? You know?
But yeah, so, all right, well, I'm gonna get the kid and I'll see you at home.
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
There's plenty of time.
Hopefully-
Plenty of time.
hopefully, I don't know. People were watching the halftime show, but hopefully they enjoyed it. Band did pretty
It was good.
Cheerleaders are out there. Yep. We add a little every week. The band adds something new to their show. So if you've watched it from the beginning,
Yeah.
over the last like 6 to 8 weeks, there's been like big changes, not little ones. It's like noticeable things that we're always adding. So, well, actually, I help out run the band when I'm not up here in the booth, and we'll be out at Somerset Berkley tomorrow.
Okay.
We're in the band competition tomorrow. So. For a while there, I thought we were going to lose power though. So the sound system
Yeah.
runs power here out of the booth, and typically when we're out here, there's not a whole bunch going on. It's just like we draw a little bit of power, but there's like extra equipment here.
Yeah.
There's like people upstairs drawing power tonight. I'm like, oh boy. So as the band is playing, and they're going through their music, the lights in here were like flickering. I was like, oh no, please don't trip, please don't trip. That would have been funny, because the booth here has a panel, but some of whatever runs through the panel also runs through the concession stand.
Okay.
So sometimes when stuff
Yep.
trips here, it trips the concession stand as well.
So the whole shebang would
Yeah,
happen.
it could be, When I see you using Streamlabs, I like desktop Streamlabs. When
I just got introduced to it last
really,
month.
so I've been using it for a while on my YouTube channel. Like when I do a lot of live streams from. I haven't done the stream in a couple months because of my regular job, but for a while, before I got busy at work, it was regular 2-3 times a week. I'd stream from like Disney. I'm streaming at fairs, and hey,
So, I think it needs to be announced when the band takes the field, people need to put their butts in a seat and not be rude and walk across.
yeah, it happens. This is not a band crowd.
Yeah, but you know what? If Cam's gonna be on the bench like that,
I will ask.
okay.
I will ask the athletic director.
Oh, it's not, I thought it was you.
What?
Are you not the?
No, I'm not the AD. I'm just.
You're
I'm
not the new Doug?
I'm not. No, I'm
Why
like
thought
the
you were
guy
the
who
new
does
dog?
everything. No, but I'll ask him. I can tell you what he's gonna tell you, and you're not gonna like his answer. I'm just
It never
telling
used
you.
to be like this though.
I know. It's because now this is not a band crowd yet.
Field and playing football for this school,
Mhm.
there was never that kind of disrespect when the
I
band
know.
took the field.
I know.
Ever.
We're gonna change things.
Because, no offense, you're gonna deal with me for another 3.
You're easy. I've had way worse.
I don't care. Tonight I stood there. I wouldn't let
Did
anybody
this
go
for
through.
over 20 years. Doug and I, hand in hand, since 1992.
All 3 of my younger siblings went through Doug.
You're fine.
Okay.
You are just fine.
What
So I have
happened,
no
Brian?
problem- Well, this is the last home game anyway, right?
Wow. Thing. So,
It
essentially,
probably was fine.
Yeah, it looked like it disconnected
there's a
some.
football tournament, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's put it, but there's a winner and then there's a loser
Yeah.
side, right? So, I mean, probably 5 or 6 after tonight. We're going to be on the other half.
Yeah.
They typically try to afford the team in that bracket a home and an away game, but the home game can actually be
Okay.
you know, in the next
Okay.
5 weeks. But it probably, I would imagine that game. Yeah.
All right, we're just about ready to start the second half here on the campus of Dighton-Rehoboth Regional High School in tonight's coverage of Somerset Berkley football on YouTube and TV. 34-6, the Raiders over the Falcons as we are about to begin. Terry and Brian Moniz is the man running our camera. We also have our audio live stream that is going on. Sean Urban, the PA man here at DR. He's been helping out with some kickoffs and some good ones too, I'll add that. And Somerset Berkley will receive the second half kickoff. Cameron Diaz-Tavares out there to kick it away. It's going to be handled by Brenda McDonald at the 20, rolling left past the 25, cutting into the middle past the 30, past the 35, and tackled down at the 38-yard line.
At the 38.
And I don't know if you were able to hear it on the live stream, but we did have an amazing performance by the DR cheer team, the marching band. They did some Elton John covers out there, so that was a great sight to see. Ball marked at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for Somerset Berkley. Still looks like most of their starters are still out there, something that we'll have to keep an eye on as the game continues on late in the third into the fourth. Crook, me, and the running backs.
1st and 10, Somerset Berkley.
And the handoff is going to go to Finn Crook. Finn Crook trying to push his way up the left side. He's past one man, tackled down at about the 47-yard line, gain of 9 on the play.
And stopped right around the 47, 48-yard line.
Right? Yep.
We're bringing up 2nd down and just about a yard to go.
I apologize to anybody watching on our live stream. It looks like we are having some few Wi-Fi errors, but it looks like everything's good on that. Doing the best we can up here.
Thank you, Streamlabs.
Thank you, Streamlabs. 2nd and 1 from the Raider 47-yard line. This time it's Drew Dion in position of Finn Crook at the right running back. He doesn't get the motion. The handoff is going to go to Liam Meehan. Liam Meehan has a first down as he pushes his way past the 50.
48-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Somerset Berkley.
That's it. Run that clock. points.
Yeah.
Like if they score here, that should be enough
Yeah.
to trigger that.
Has to be like, no, it has to be 42 in the third.
It's 42 in the third, so if they score, they'll be like
1st and 10 from the 48.
Oh, sorry. So they kind of have to score like at least like one.
2 more times in this quarter.
Motion coming here from Brody Phillips. It looks like, and it's Drew Dion cutting his way to the right side. Only Yasiel Rodriguez to beat. He can't beat him. He's going to be wrapped up past the 20 and about the 18-yard line.
And down to the Falcon 17, 18-yard line.
Flags on the play. That was a good run. Broke a couple of tackles.
And the ball is going to be marked at the 17-yard line on the Falcons side. It is 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
1st and 10, ball's on the 17.
You were done there.
And we never got the snap off. We're going to have a false start against Somerset Berkley.
False start against Somerset Berkley.
It'll be first down.
So the ball is now marked on the Falcon 22-yard line. Nine and a half minutes to go, third quarter. And a running clock the whole third so far.
1st and long.
McDonald will hand it off.
And
not much going there. And we have a flag thrown in the backfield. And we had a takedown, it looked like, on the side with Cooper Benfito and Brody Cabral.
Surprised there wasn't one on the far side.
We had holding.
It's going to be holding against Somerset Berkley.
Looked like there might have been a late hit after the whistles across the field with a tackle.
Well, let's see. Now, yeah, you got to sort out everything right now. Let's see. Holding on the offense.
And that's the only one they're going to call.
Wow.
So it looks like the Falcons may have got away with one there.
And you had a takedown on the side. You had everything going on. All right, 1st and 25 it looks like. After everything sorted out.
1st and just about 25 for Somerset Berkley.
The ball's now marked all the way at the Falcon 32. After it was just at the 17.
Falcon 32-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and 25. Oh, bad snap. McDonald's got to let it go, and it's actually going to be a pitch to McDonald. That's a bad play there. Oh, what was that?
Recovered.
And Liam Meehan eventually recovers it.
Big loss on the play there.
Wow. They just lost focus on that one, and the ball is going to be marked all the way at the Raiders' own 49-yard line. I don't know if I've seen this long of a potential play. 2nd and 44 it's going to be.
High snap, big lead. Now it's getting cold out, so the grip probably going away a little bit, and it happens. And this is, I think, a coach's worst nightmare when you're in, the position you are of Somerset Berkley is now keeping you guys focused so you're not making mistakes and letting the Falcons back into the game.
I mean, I don't know, 44.
Holy cow.
I've been to every game this year. This is definitely the longest one we've seen. We saw a 3rd and 35 earlier this year. This is going to be McDonald keeping it. McDonald gets about 6 yards back up to the 45-yard line, but it's going to be a 3rd and 38.
Bring up 3rd and long. About 38 yards to go for Somerset Berkley. 7:15 remains here in the third.
And this is interesting too, because now, so you're in a position here in the field where you really need to try to get probably up to just about the 30-yard line, if not a little bit better. So your 4th down is a little bit shorter, because here you're talking a short punt, and that's tough for a high school kid to make that's not a true punter.
And the kicker is Keegan DeSantos. He's played soccer, he's played football, both of them a long time. He does have a strong leg. Any NFL fans out there, if you don't know, the longest third down ever completed and converted is a 3rd and 37. So let's see what happens here. 3rd and 38 from the 45. McDonald's going to roll right to pass. He's got Bjork at the 30. Bjork is past the 20. A stiff arm to the 10. Another huge play. Touchdown, Raiders.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What a stiff arm. And he is a big
Are you
kid.
kidding me?
Wow. That, I'll tell you what, that is a great play to show the receiving skills of that kid. That's a great play. That's a good stiff arm, breaking the tackle. That's what you want to see, especially where you're such a run-heavy offense. That is a great receiver's play right there.
And DeSantos out to kick the extra point to make it a 35-point game with 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's good. We'll run the score to 41-6. But you and I, Sean, we saw it up here.
That's
Bjork was
incredible.
breaking wide open.
That's incredible. So that, I think that kind of threw the Falcons off a little bit. You're thinking run, and when the quarterback's taken off all game, the Somerset Berkley quarterback has just ran all game. He hasn't ran and then stopped and thrown the ball. So I think it caught the defense off guard a little bit, and he was just wide open on the sidelines. And that stiff arm, man, he's physically just head and shoulders above everybody else out there, and he showed his power in that play with that stiff arm.
And if anybody that's listening, watching, that's been following Somerset Berkley football this season, we know when McDonald rolls right, he's dangerous no matter if he keeps it himself or he throws that pass down the sideline. 45-yard touchdown from McDonald to Bjork, and boy, are both of them having hell of games.
No.
So
If they should have went for 2 points, I'll say this out loud so everybody can hear.
yeah.
So if they went for 2, would have been a running clock.
It'd be a running clock. But they're 1 point off, right?
So 1 point off is not a running clock.
Yeah.
Unless you force a 3 up on one.
And this time they're going to go to Finn Bjork for the kickoff. Let's see what happens here. Bjork's been out there for a couple kickoffs this season. That's going to take a bounce out of bounds. We'll have a flag thrown on then. DR will take over at the 35-yard line.
So that, with the kickoff out of bounds, we'll give the Falcons the ball at 35-yard line.
Now, while we have a second,
23 remains here in the third
DR's
quarter.
offense coming back on the field. Well, we have a second, Sean. Now, we always do this when the game seems to be out of hand, time's winding down.
Yep.
We always look to the positives on the team that's not doing too well. Have you seen any
Absolutely.
positives tonight on the DR side?
So you know what? I like the way they're running the ball. The running backs have been shifty. It seems like the offensive line just hasn't been able to make enough of a push where they've really been able to break open. Running left to right, they've been good. The passes from Bolosky have actually improved a lot. He's looked good tonight. It's just been some drops, which is why they haven't made as much yardage through the air as they probably should have.
Well, let's see what Bolosky does here on a 1st and 10 from his own 35. One out wide on each side. We got a motion man coming here. That's Rodriguez. Bolosky's going to keep it himself. Bolosky tiptoeing his way to about the 40-yard line. And we're going to have a flag on the play. This might be for a late tackle out of bounds against James Darlington. Let's see.
Let's see what the call is first.
I mean, that flag was very close. I couldn't tell if it came in before or after the push
Right
out.
on the sideline.
And it's a personal foul
That's gonna
against
be a personal
Somerset
foul.
Berkley. And
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the first down for DR tonight,
that'll be
right?
That'll be their first down. That'll be a 15-yarder from the end of the play. So the penalty will go against Somerset Berkley. Personal foul for a hit out of bounds. Ball is placed on the Somerset Berkley 45-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Good opportunity here now for DR to maybe strike again, get another touchdown. They did have that 65-yard touchdown earlier with Kensley Mason going down on that left side. And that was a similar play to what we just saw a few minutes ago with the quarterback rolling to the side, just lofting one downfield and an open man. 1st and 10 here. Belowski is going to chip it. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, boy. Drew Dion. One man to beat. He's gone. Touchdown Raiders. Pick 6.
Wow, the shovel pass.
Huge turnaround.
He ripped the shovel pass. So that pass was completed. And that Somerset Berkley, who ripped that out of the hands?
Oh, that was Drew Dion who had the interception.
Literally ripped it out of the hands of the Falcons receiver. That's how that went. Shovel pass was forward. It was completed. And the Falcons hadn't secured the ball yet. And he literally just ripped it out of their hands and kept motoring. All in one motion. What a heads-up play.
That shows they've been watching film. That
Oh,
proves it right that he
absolutely.
knew that play was coming. DeSantos back out there to kick the extra point. A little bit of a low snap. Kick is up. It looks good, and it's good. That's going to run the score to 48-6. Oh, boy.
That's it. So we're at the point now where, because it's a 42-point lead, we're in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a running clock now until further notice. So
Until the
until the 4th quarter.
And in the 4th quarter is the difference. Now you gotta hit 42, but still you still already hit 42, so it's gonna be a run.
Yeah, now we were talking about, so it's 42 for the 3rd
And
and
it's
30 for the 4th.
40.
Oh, yeah, 34.
Okay.
Yeah, in the 4th. So
Sorry.
no matter which way we go, at this point for the rest of the game, it'll be a running clock.
Yeah, so pretty much the game's already.
Yeah. And that includes timeouts too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Unless it's an injury.
unless it's an injury timeout, even when the teams take a timeout at this point, the clock will continue to run.
And that also goes to once we reach the end of the 3rd, start the 4th, as soon as that whistle goes to begin play in the 4th quarter, that clock's going to run as well.
Yeah.
All right, Finn Bjork's going to kick this one away again. Let's see if it's a little bit better than his first one. Bjork can really play any position on the field. He's
Now
the Taysom Hill of the Somerset Berkley Raiders.
Hard for me is now is I have to ignore the signals because if the clock's gonna stop, I can't stop it. Unless it's a timeout.
Yeah, that's a better kickoff from Bjork. It's going to be handled at about the 4-yard line.
To about the 4-yard line.
This is Mason on the return. Mason made one man miss. Oh, he's still on his feet. Kensley Mason. 2 men to beat. Mason past the 40. Spinning his way to the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
Ramon Pavo and Hamza Chaudhry in on the stop. 1st and 10 for DR at midfield.
That's what they need a little more of here. If you're the Falcons, that's what you're looking for out of your playmakers. You want to see them shaking off a bunch of the defenders, right? Getting out of some tackles and making a couple of jukes to get down the field to get you a better position. That was a great return.
I mean, it looked for me that it was going to be a broken play. Like, he handled
thought
it
he
at the
was going.
4. Everybody was there.
Yep, thought he was going.
Mark at 47 yards on the return for Kensley Mason. 1st and 10 from the Raider 49-yard line. First time tonight that DR has started in Raider territory. Belowski shotgun formation, 2 out wide to the right, might be a 3rd as the motion man Sean Boyden rolls over. And that's a broken play right there as the handoff delayed to Cooper Benfito is going to result in a loss of about 2 or 3. That is Brody Cabral in on the tackle.
And that's a play I haven't seen out of this team all year, where the quarterback took the ball and looked like he was going to roll out to the right and then stopped after 2 steps and handed it backwards to the running back. That's something I haven't seen yet this year.
Loss of 3 on the play. They're on the other side of the 50 now at their own 48-yard line. 2nd down and 13. Same formation, it looks like, 2 out wide to the right. We'll see if Boyden gets that motion again. It doesn't look like it as of right now. Belowski's going to throw to the side. That's complete to Rodriguez. Rodriguez still going with it and eventually tackled down by Tyrese Brown at about the Raider 44-yard line.
Down to the 43-yard line. 43, not 30.
I mean, you know what? It's tough.
Almost.
I think it's a little harder too, because not to knock on D. It's a grass field. It does see some wear over the season.
Does.
Big 3rd down and 5 coming up. I mean, what do you draw here, Sean?
Here, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to do what they seem to have had success with all night, which is a quick pass into the flat, off to the sideline, and see if your playmaker can make a move.
2 out wide on each side. It's a stack formation on the right side. Rodriguez is the motion man. Bolowski, Statue of Liberty play here for Dighton-Rehoboth, and it's not going to work out as Mason is brought down by Jackie Wang. And we have an injury on the field. And why don't we take a break on our tape delay feeds? We'll be right back. And anybody watching on the live, it was a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 4 from the 43-yard line. That was Jackie Wang on the stop. And we're ready to resume play. I didn't even catch that.
Here we go.
All right. After a gain of 1 on the play, 4th down and 4, we said Jackie Wang on the stop. Jackie Wang, it was on senior night, actually escorted out by Coach Nick Freda. So it's a cool little detail to add in on there. Jackie was also one of the people at the field hockey pink out game that was helping sell our 50-50 tickets, helping to raise some money. 4th and 4 from the 43. Bolowski dropping back, going to throw to the left side. That is complete, and that's a Dighton-Rehoboth first down. It looks like Chaudhary is there on the tackle, and that's Cooper Benfito on the catch and run, 1st and 10.
Going to be placed at the Somerset Berkley 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
And that seems to be the play I was just talking about. That's been working for them all night, right? Is no matter what side of the field they've done, it's when Bolowski rolls out of the pocket and throws into the flat, like the safety valve, which is either the half or the running back out of the backfield. It's where they've been successful all night.
It's sort of like a check down, not really a check down as the QB's in motion. Ball marked on the Raider 36. 1st and 10. Bolowski going to get pressured. Bolowski has to get it away, looking deep down the field, and it's incomplete. That was Gavin Solera, the intended receiver, and that was Seth Mello there defensively. And again, we're in running clock mode. 5 seconds. And do we have a flag on the play?
I think he just called intentional grounding. Yep.
Well, there was a flag
Was
on the...
it? No, what do we... Well, he made the
Let's
signal
see.
for... What's that? Personal foul?
Yeah, it's against
Personal
Somerset. This
foul
might have been something after
in
the play.
Somerset Berkley.
Well, either way, it's the end of the 3rd. And we'll recap when those next games are again for both sides. Dighton-Rehoboth playing the best team in the SEC this year, the Old Rochester Bulldogs on the road next Friday. Somerset Berkley is on the bye next week, and they'll be at Apponequet in 2 weeks to take on the Lakers in their regular season finale. See, out of the break, they're marking the ball at the 23-yard line, it looks like. And that ball was marked at the 36, so it must have been a personal foul against Somerset Berkley. So it is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
So I think there was intentional grounding called first, because that's what the ref signaled. I think the personal foul came after the play. So it's this weird math that they did, but essentially the Falcons get like an extra 10 yards out of it now, and they get the first down.
I mean, you probably saw better than I did. I didn't see
It was
the
weird.
intentional grounding.
I'm like, intentional grounding, like, you know, he was out of the pocket and the receiver was like 25 yards down the field, and then they're calling a personal foul, so it's tough to follow sometimes.
I'll add more onto that in a second. 1st and 10 from the Raider 23, 2 out wide on each side. Belowski looking to go deep in the right corner, and it's incomplete. That was Rodriguez, again the intended receiver. Seth Mello there defensively, 2nd down and 10. But my question is, okay, say they call intentional grounding, say it was like an unsportsmanlike, yeah, I know, we're going off the rails
Like,
right now.
really?
But is that not offsetting penalties and they would replay the
You
down?
would think it would be. It should be a replay of down. So I don't understand why they pushed the chains forward and they set it to 1st down. Didn't make any sense.
Well, the Zebras are smarter than us, so we'll leave it to them to decide.
Sure are.
We got one viewer on our live stream. I know who it is too, so shout out our one viewer, Barbara, for watching. 2nd and 10. Same formation. It's Benfito lined up as the running back, 2 out wide each side. Belowski dropping back this time, going to look over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Rodriguez, I think, wanted a flag on the play. I don't think he's going to get one. 3rd down and 10.
Well, see, on something like that, you know, and this is where it's, you know, high school football is like always teachable moments. So if you're Belowski, if you looked, he threw off his back foot, right? I mean, he was backpedaling and threw off his back foot. In that case, you really want your quarterback to kind of roll out to the side and probably throw the ball away instead of trying to force that and throw into some sort of mistake.
Now, we talked about this with the kicker, Bronston, earlier. Belowski, still only a sophomore. Plenty of time to learn the ropes and figure out which way
And
you
he's
want
got a
to.
pretty good arm to boot for a sophomore, so he's got a pretty good future here, I think, at Dighton-Rehoboth.
Oh, no, I was watching him during the warm-ups. He was lasering it without putting any effort in it, 35 yards down the field. This is going to be a keeper from Belowski. Poissant is there on the tackle. And it's going to be short of the line to gain, maybe a 4th down and 6 coming up. The ball's actually going to be marked at the 19-yard line.
For the Falcons.
Yeah, it's like 19, 20, it's like 19 and a half.
Ball's on the 20-yard line.
Now let's see what Coach Guzzi decides to go with. I mean, you're probably out of range for a 36-yard field goal attempt, but we did see a 39-yarder earlier this season, so that was something interesting that we saw. All right, here we go. 4th down and 6. Rodriguez and Mendoza are lined up on the left side. Belowski gonna keep it, gonna loft it to the corner. Mendoza, touchdown! Maddox Mendoza, and DR's got another touchdown. Good awareness that time for Christian Belowski to wait to throw that pass. And the sophomore Maddox Mendoza, the multi-sport athlete here at DR, with a 19-yard touchdown. Extra point attempt here for the Falcons. Kick is up. That's no good. Oh, no, it is good. I mean, it looked wide again, but it's always tough to see through that narrow angle when you're on the side if it squirts through that upright.
And it looked like one of the Somerset Berkley kids got a hand on it too, which is part of the reason why it probably didn't go as high as we were expecting. It just cleared the bar. Just cleared it.
So that runs the score to 48-13 with about 7 minutes to go in this one. And let's see, I'm going to try to do something on here. Let's see if we can add a game clock on here. I'll move the 4th quarter thing off to the side. That's how much time we have left to go in this one. Whoops. Gotta fix that.
Just under 7 minutes to go, the Falcons put 7 more on the board. They will set to kick the ball away.
That looks a little bit better now. We have a running clock on our screen, so we don't have people texting me of how much time is left in the specific quarter. right, DR back out there to kick it off. Interesting kicking formation here. Looks like 6 on the right, 4 on the left, maybe an onside try. Let's see. It's going to be a short kick, though, going straight out of bounds at about the 30.
At just about the 30-yard line.
Set up 1st and 10 at the 35.
1st and 10. 6 minutes remaining.
Is it the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah, before you're right.
Just a reminder for any of the fans watching, if you want to see Somerset or Dighton-Rehoboth sports schedules, head on over to arbiterlive.com. Post all the sports schedules, the times, the locations, the opponents. Good website to have. There's also rosters listed on there as well. And if you're a Raiders fan out there, we post more than just sporting events. We got in-school, out-of-school events on our Blue Raider Studios YouTube channel. Miss Tara Peckham is in charge of that, so make sure to subscribe to that channel as well. 1st and 10 for Somerset Berkley at their own 35-yard line.
On the 35-yard line.
It's Griffin and Gooch, the running backs. That's a handoff to Griffin, and he's going to get wrapped up by Lucas Latorno right away. New quarterback in for Somerset Berkley. It's Brody Phillips. Phillips has been acting as the main holder for Keegan DeSantos' extra points this season, but big things are expected for him next year after McDonald graduates. And it was a loss of 1 on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 11, 4:35 to go in the game. And we got a flag thrown on the play. Looks like a false start.
Flag on the play. Could be a false start against Somerset Berkley.
And I couldn't tell who the flag was against. We'll back the ball up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 16.
We'll bring up 2nd and long.
It's funny that the last few minutes of this game could really be interesting with it. Feel how cold it's getting here,
Yes.
with the temperature dropping, all these kids out here working hard. You know, if you're a coach on either one of these sidelines, you're telling your players, hey, listen, like there's no need to really, at this point in the game, push yourself because we know where it's going to end. You want to stay healthy for your next game.
That was Aiden Griffin on the last carry. It's going to be a gain of 1, so 3rd down and 15. So unfortunately, on the DR side with this loss, they will be eliminated. They won't have a chance at the state tournament. But even if you don't get the state tournament games, usually they add on the 2 games between the last regular season and the Thanksgiving one. So there's still plenty of more moments for this team. Hold on, what do we got here? Another flag thrown on the play.
Flag on the play.
We got
All start against Somerset Berkley.
Somerset Berkley.
I'll bring up 3rd down and 20. But yeah, it's not just 3 more games. This is going to be 5 more games for these players to showcase their skills.
And typically what happens is, you know, if you don't make the tournament, you do get 2 extra games. You usually typically get a home game and an away game, and they usually give you the option of the home game to being a bye week if you think you need one. So that's happened in the past years. So we should get 1 more game here at home if the coaches choose to play it. And I would imagine it'll be sometime between now and Thanksgiving.
That was a good stop there on the DR side. The ball was handed off to Aiden Sood. And it looks like it was the other 21 and Sean Boyden in on the tackle. And the punting unit is coming out for the Raiders.
Unless there was an injury timeout, I thought it was up. Other than that,
Well, let's see how this punt goes. It's Finn Bjork out there to punt it away.
Punt the ball away.
no sense of you calling a timeout.
Yeah, right?
Here comes the punt. Oh, a line drive one.
It is a low
And
kick.
that didn't even make it past the line to gain. It's going to be fielded at the 40 by Bradley Mello, and that's where DR will take over with 1:40 to go in this one.
1st and 10 for the Falcons on the Somerset Berkley 40-yard line. Minute 30 remains here in the game. For those of you that have visited our concession stand today, we appreciate the support of the Falcon Gridiron Club, and we do ask that you please dispose of your trash properly upon exiting the stadium.
And I know that message all too
Oh,
well
man.
with making
Right.
sure all the trash
Yeah.
is thrown out.
Just try to help the maintenance staff here a little bit.
I'll do say what I do like about this concession stand. You guys got an outside grill on it. I
We
like
do.
it.
And they have an outside fryer later and
Yes.
everything. So they're set up really nice. They do a good job down there.
All right, here's Belowski first and 10. A little bit overthrown and incomplete for Yasiel Rodriguez. Pressure coming in. It looks like
I mean,
from
really,
Poisson
at this
and
point,
Cabral.
I would just be like streaks, right? Send the guys 4 wide down the field and just Hail Mary these things to see if you can maybe squeak one by the goalie here and get us touchdown.
Hey, you've got nothing to lose at this point.
That's
At
it.
this point,
That's
it.
it.
It's our game.
And you know what? The down marker hasn't even changed the number yet, so it's second down and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like, what's screwed already. It's already sorry, I don't want to say it like that, but it's already a game.
It's going to be another tough loss, though, for the DR/Bristol Aggies side. Somerset Berkley is back in the win column, 5-2 on the year. Last play here, 10 seconds to go. Belowski's going to throw it to the outside. That's been their strongest play of the night. Looks like a gain of 7 or 8, and that is how this one is going to end. Somerset Berkley wins this one 48-13.
And with that, that is the final
Have a good night.
play of the game.
Have a good night.
Somerset Berkley wins 48-13. We thank everybody for coming out tonight. We appreciate your support. We ask that you please dispose of your trash upon exiting the stadium. Drive safe, and we'll see you back here real soon.
And we'll keep it going just for 1 or 2 more minutes. Sean, final post-game thoughts.
Boy, that's a tough game for the Falcons. No wins this season. This was a really good Somerset Berkley team. They have a really good run game, and I'll tell you what, when you're looking at the postseason, it's the type of running game that you want to see going into the postseason because, at the high school level, it's really tough to find quarterbacks that are like, your Archie Mannings coming out.
Yes.
I mean, those are like unicorns, which every team wants. So the alternative to that is to have a really good running game, and I think with the big guy Bjork out there, right? And you look at some of these other, even your quarterback can just run the ball really well. You get a really good push by your offensive line that helps you all motor through. That's what's going to carry your team into the playoffs. So hopefully they have good success. It looks like they're lining up to have a pretty good seed come the last game or two that it looks like they're going to be playing for. And I'd be curious to see where they end. I mean, I saw a great team out there tonight. Falcons have a little bit of work to do. They're kind of rebuilding. They're a really young team, which is good. So I predict in the next 1 to 2 years, you're going to see the DR Falcons become a very formidable opponent in the SEC.
And it's all by generation, too. That's how it works. Our Somerset player of the game, we're going to give it to Brendan McDonald. I mean, that's probably going to go down as a career night. I don't know if that's the most yards by QB rushing in Somerset history. It's up there, definitely over 250 yards. That is going to be it for us, though. Brian, you want to pan the camera over here real quick? Let's see if you can get it over there. This guy did a phenomenal job doing double duty on our PA and as a side analyst. Thank you for joining on our live stream and our tape delay feeds. I'm Keegan Hamblett signing off, wishing you the best. Be good. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good night.